Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. Today is a get ready with me. As you can see, my hair is in rollers and they're basically just sponge. There's a few different kinds. There's sponge rollers, and then I have these like little Velcro rollers that you just kind of like roll, and then they just kind of basically stay in your hair without any kind of clip. But you could also put, like I have a bobby pin here. If they're kind of unrolling, you can attach it with a bobby pin. I love using these. I've been using these rollers as my styling product for about over a year now, and these last, even though like they're fairly cheap. You can get them anywhere at a drugstore or like a convenience store. They're relatively cheap. They're probably like $5 a set, even less than that. And they've been lasting me. I've had these rollers for about a year now. You'll have to replace them like every once in a while, but like once they start to come apart and like the sponge is going to start to like get old, and then you'll have to replace them. But they actually last a really long time, so I highly recommend them if you want a little bit of, they're going to add volume to your hair and add that height. It's also going to give that beautiful wave and curl if that's what you're looking for, without damaging with heat. So if you're looking for a product other than a flat iron or something like a curling iron where it's going to damage your hair or could possibly damage your hair with the heat, then I highly recommend these as your styling product. And as you know, I am always looking for inexpensive products where I don't have to spend a lot of money, and these are definitely economical. You're not spending $250, $300 on a flat iron. These are going to cost you probably less than $5 a pack. So first I'm going to start with the Pacifica. It's called Dreamlit. It's an eye brightening product. Also conceals a little bit, so you can use it as your concealer and your eye brightener, illuminator at the same time. I'm going to use my beauty blender, and I'm going to start with just this as my first step. So I'm going to apply a little right under the corner of the eye and a little bit underneath. That's mainly where my darkness is. And I'm going to just pat it in with my beauty blender. This one's dry at the moment, but you can also, it's recommended that you dampen the beauty blender first. So that's a little bit damp, and then you're gonna just kind of like do this like press and roll motion. And I always just like put it under my eye. That's pretty much where I put it. You can put it a little bit above the eyelid. And there you go. Okay, so now that we have the concealer on, I'm going to continue with my Dreamy cover. This is also by Pacifica. It's just a brand that I absolutely love for my makeup, and it's a trusted brand, natural. You're getting vegan products and non-toxic products from this company, so I highly recommend them. And you can get them at Whole Foods, you can get them online, you can go to their website. I will put their website in the description so you can check them out. So let's continue on. We have the Bare Face Serum Foundation, and it's in the shade light. I'm light medium, and it's winter here where I am, so I'm not tanning. I don't have any bit of color really on my face except for my natural tone. This is also silicone free. As you can see, it's very watery because it's silicone free, so it's going to be a much lighter texture. And this also has SPF 20, so you want to shake it up first and then you're going to apply it. I'm going to take a little bit on the palm of my hand. You could also use the back of your hand to put your foundation on, and then I'm going to just continue on. I'm just going to apply it right over the illuminating eye brightener. And a little bit goes a very long way. I have so much left on my hand, and I didn't even use a full pump. And I'm just going to apply this all over, so it's going to protect my skin from the sun. It's also has skincare benefits, and it's going to give you that coverage that you're looking for, but in a very natural way, so it doesn't look like you're wearing a lot of makeup. I would say the finish on this is a natural to semi-dew finish. So it does have just a more natural glossy finish to it. It's not going to fully take away your pores. I can still see my pores, and it's more of a light to medium coverage, which is, you know, you could build the coverage and add a little bit more with a second layer of the foundation. And voila. And so now I have my serum foundation on. I'm going to continue with my eyebrows. I just automatically work my way from top to bottom of the face. So I just work from the brows, and then I go to the eyes, and then I go to the cheeks, and then I go to my lips. That's basically how I've always done it. But you know, you can work however you want, and there is no specific order that you need to follow. So here I have the Mineral Fusion. It's an eyeshadow trio palette, and it's just, as you can see, 3 neutral tones. You have like your base here, like a cream color skin tone. You have a mauve color, and then you have your brown. So I'm going to actually use the brown. And Mineral Fusion's been around for a very long time, and they have really great products, and you should check them out. They have a full line, but I just basically use from them their eyeshadows, and I've used their mascara before, and they have eyeshadow brushes and so on. I haven't used a angled brush, which is more traditional. I basically just use a eyeshadow brush. This is an eyeshadow brush from Eco Tools. It's very old. I've had it for years. Great durable brushes. I can mention them more in another video, but this is an eyeshadow brush, and I just use it for my eyebrows. This is just for a very natural look. If you're not going for anything very specific, just want ultra natural, an eyeshadow brush, you know, you could definitely use that. And so I've just applied the eyeshadow right over my eyebrows, and I've followed the natural arch of my brow. And you can go over it with a brush. So I keep old brow pencils. This one's actually from Benefit that I used a long time ago, but I don't have the product anymore. I don't use the Benefit eye pencils anymore, but I do still keep their brushes. So it's a great way to just reuse something without having to spend money. And I keep the wand, and I just use it as my brush with other eye pencils from other brands, or eyeshadows, or brow powders. And it just, you want to kind of go over the powder, eyeshadow powder, or brow powder, or pencil a little bit with your wand, because it's going to just kind of break down it's not going to look as harsh, and it's going to give a more natural look. So it's going to really break down the product a little bit to just make your eyebrows look a little bit neater and more clean and more natural looking. And again, we're going for that natural look, nothing too drastic or extreme or too specific. So we've got the brows going, and then I'm going to add my mascara. So usually in the morning, or if I'm going for that natural look, my mindset is not necessarily like wanting to be high maintenance. So I don't even curl my eyelashes. I do put mascara on, but I just don't curl them. On a special occasion, when I want to look a little bit more fancy, or if I'm going out for a special event, then I'll go out of my way and curl my lashes. But for just that natural look where I'm like either running errands or going to work, I just put on the mascara by itself. So this I'm still finishing up. It's the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. It's a vegan mascara. They use a synthetic beeswax. Beeswax is what's going to get you. If you want just to use vegan products, then you want to avoid beeswax. But this one is a synthetic. So I just do several coats until I see that my lashes look full. It's going to make them look a little bit longer. It's actually going to make them look a lot longer. So it's going to make your eyelashes look really long. It's going to give fullness and also depth. So you can see my one eye compared to the other, and there's more depth, there's more openness, and it just adds a little bit more character to my eyes, to my eye shape. It's also going to make my eye color noticeably, it's also going to make my eye color more noticeable. Let's go to the other side. And this makeup look will take you 5 minutes. You know, for the days that you don't want to wear too much, but you still want a little bit of definition, a little bit of coverage. And then I also go on the bottom. And so that's my eye look. Look at how more dressed up my eyes look. And it's really all because of the color in my eyebrow and the mascara. I'm not even wearing any eyeliner. I'm not wearing any eyeshadow. It's just perfect. Now I can put a little bit of eyeshadow on, which I'm going to do just to kind of dress it up a little more. So I'm going to take the Mineral Fusion Eyeshadow Trio and I'm going to use a little bit of the taupe. This is a rounded tip eyeshadow brush. And you should do this before your mascara, but I'm just going to do it before. And again, there's nothing to it. Just a little bit of shadow goes a long way. And I'm just applying it right over the lid up to the crease. So of course I don't have a very noticeable crease, but if you have a more a deeper crease, so you just want to go right into the crease. And that's going to be my eye. That's going to be the extent of my eyes. I'm going to finish it off with a little bit of blush. No. This is Aubrey Organic Beauty line, and this is a very like starlit or starlight light pink blush. I'm going to take a little bit. I usually just take it right into the canister and just tap it off. But if you want to be a little bit more technical about it, you can put a little bit into the cap and then pull the product from there. Then I'm just going to apply it on the apple of my cheek. And I'm just going to smile a little bit. So I'm going right up onto the apple of the cheek, which is here, up onto the cheekbone here. And it's just going to add a little bit of that flush of color, that sweet look. That's just going to make your complexion look healthier and make your look more done up. So it's going to apply a little on the apple of the cheek. I'm not contouring, I'm actually using the blush as a slight contour. Ooh. And there you have it. So for the final touch, I'm going to add a little bit of color onto my lip. Again, this is Pacifica. I'm not sponsored by this brand by any means. I just love their products, and it's what I've been using as my, you know, on a daily basis for just like the like natural makeup look. This is Blood Orange, and it smells so good. And it's a lip tint by Pacifica Beauty, and it's in Blood Orange, so I'm just going to apply a little on my lip. And then normally, it's a little bit more than I'm wanting for a natural look, so I'm just going to take my finger and just tap some of it off. So now that my makeup is done, I'm going to take down the curler so you can see how much curl it does give. So it just very, 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 like a light wave, as you can see. These are the ones that are the Velcro, and they just kind of roll off. And I normally put the ones with the Velcro on the crown, so the hair that's at the top of the hair, that's at the top of the head, because the Velcro actually acts as like teasing the hair, like how a brush would. and that's gonna really give more volume. And then the ones that have the little clip, these pink sponge rollers, I use more for the back and the sides, because they're not gonna really give as much volume at the root like the Velcro ones. So as you can see, it's just a little bit of a wave. And sometimes I don't even do my whole head. I'll just do the tops and the sides. And then I'll put the rest in a ponytail, which it is already in a ponytail, the back. And that's basically it. And then you could either like run your fingers like through your hair, or just use a brush to kind of comb through whatever kind of hair system you have. But as long as you are using the rollers, you're gonna get all of that volume right at the top. Well, this is the finished look with my hair and makeup done. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you like, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!